It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features the Saints' rocket arm quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Saints and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here. Winners of 7 of their last 9 games. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Powell out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the... Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Saints add 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it...
And it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Powell's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A throw over the middle taken in. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle. 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Commanders 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
And a Washington first down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
Robinson toss play left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Commander's first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Howell's throw taken in by McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Howell. A little short pass. This is Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the Saints' 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And once more, Howell back to the air. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. This is Thomas. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Robinson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On first down, Rodgers. There's Chris Olave. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and a couple. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Commanders 6.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Quick slant, Dotson. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down, Howell now. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Rodgers' throw there complete to Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hal now to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Commanders' 42-yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Olave holds it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
1 yard. And the Saints first down.
Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Howell throwing on third down here. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Terry McLaurin.
The offense on third down tonight, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at third and a few inches. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Howell looking to throw again. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Another throw for Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Benjamin St-Juste there on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.